Here's a question that comes from many desperate clients who desperately want to lose weight and want to lose weight really fast, especially when some event is on the horizon. Can I just have 3 shakes a day? And the answer is generally no. Any diet, in order for you to maintain it, even for a few days, has to be satisfying. Most shakes are not very satisfying. They lead to boredom very quickly, and any kind of diet that makes you bored with what you're eating or drinking in this case will make you quit very, very quickly. Shakes are not very satisfying. They are not very filling. They may be filling because of volume for, let's say, half an hour to an hour, but you're going to find that you're hungry very soon afterwards. And finding a shake on the market that is very healthy, that offers all the important macronutrients as well as micronutrients, meaning protein to spare your muscles, carbohydrates and fat to give you sustained energy throughout the day, as well as your vitamins and minerals, is actually very, very hard. So if you're going to have shakes instead of food, just make sure that they are either properly balanced in all the nutrients that you need, or you may need to take a multivitamin, a multimineral for those few days or a week or so that you're going to be on the shakes. So talking about shakes, you have to realize that when you eat food, your body actually burns calories to break the food down, digest it, assimilate it, and so on. This process takes calories. It is called a thermic effect of food. It usually takes about 10%, depending on the person, about 10% of your daily caloric intake. All of a sudden, the shakes may actually end up slowing down your metabolism, especially if used for more than a few days. A few days at a time, I wouldn't worry so much about it, but for any longer period of time, that would be definitely something of concern. So eating solid foods causes you to be satisfied, which shakes usually don't. There are some exceptions when it's hot and it's summer and you don't really feel like eating very much. A cool shake may seem like the best thing out there, but these are very rare exceptions. Generally, the shakes are not the greatest idea. If you do have that one event, you have a week or so and you want to really drop the weight fast, and you found a good quality shake that you can exist on for a while without compromising your health, then by all means go for it. Just know that you may find that you're going to gain that weight right back, number one, and number two, that you may actually not be able to stick with it because it's going to become so boring, and you'll be so hungry and so grumpy and so tired that in the end it's not going to be worth it. There are at least two examples that I can think of at the moment where this is not the case, and when shakes actually do come in very handy. The first case would be your post-workout recovery shakes, especially for people who do 45 to 60 minute or longer weight training workouts in the gym, or very high intensity cardiovascular workouts. These are the shakes that are designed to enter your bloodstream very quickly. So these are high glycemic carbohydrates combined with protein and just a small amount of fat, in some cases no fat at all. They are supposed to act very quickly. They are supposed to stimulate production of insulin by the pancreas, and in turn the insulin drives the protein and the carbohydrates into your muscle cells. The protein in your shake will be used for stimulating protein synthesis in the muscle, and the carbohydrates will be used to replenish glycogen. So that's one case, and you do want to use these shakes if you don't have access to solid food, or if you want something within the first half an hour of your workout. Your best timing is generally, we say, an hour. The better window is half an hour. The 100% absorption actually, or uptake by the muscles, actually occurs somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes following the workout. So that's when those shakes are very important, and are easier to absorb than solid food, actually, provided they're good quality and actually give your body what it needs. And the second case that I wanted to mention when shakes come in very beneficial and very handy is in case of people who are trying to gain a big amount of muscle, especially in a fairly short period of time. And it doesn't apply only to big guys or bodybuilders. I am thinking right now about Hilary Swank preparing for $1 million baby. She actually had to gain a huge amount of muscle. I think it was somewhere in a range of 15 pounds or so, maybe even more, on a small body frame. So that was a big deal, and she would wake up in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. to drink protein shakes. You need a certain amount of calories. If you're trying to gain a big amount of muscle, especially over a short period of time, you need a huge amount of calories in order to do that, and in order to support your intense workouts and prevent muscle breakdown. So the only way to do that is adding something that's liquid and easy to digest and easy to absorb to solid foods that you're already eating. It would be very hard for anyone to eat solid food in the amounts of 3,000 to 6,000 calories as some, let's say, mountain bikers can get up to. So this is another case where protein shakes come in very handy. Actually, they are also pretty high in carbohydrates as well, because when you're trying to gain muscle, you need to add not only protein but carbohydrates as well. Other than that, for long-term dieting per se, I don't really recommend it, maybe with few very, very short exceptions.